Hey there, I am Parth Doshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. Now I am back again with one more very interesting and amazing video on UiPath apps. I'm really enjoying making videos on UiPath apps, and there's so much to explore in this. So this video is not going to be any project or any particular use case that we are going to do about. This has a very completely different motive of making this video. So till now what we saw was we were using our apps on this particular cloud.uipath.com website. So what we used to do is we used to go and edit over here and do all that things. So every time I have to open my browser, I have to go to this path and then edit or maybe run the app. But now in this today video, we are going to do something very amazing which I've explored recently regarding UiPath apps. What we are going to do is we are going to convert this particular complete app into an exe application. So what we are going to do is we are going to build a complete application that can be installed on the client machine, and we are going to see how we can directly run it instead of opening this website again and again. So once I have my application developed, I will be having it on my desktop and I can run anytime the workflow I want. Now, initially, it will be only allowed to the permission to which user you have given. But if you want to have multiple users, what you can do is you can send that exe application to the other user and you can allow in the permissions. So now let's get started with building the application for our UiPath apps. Now, the UiPath has already given us a complete documentation of how we can do step by step. But in this video, we'll follow all that steps and see how we can exactly do that. So now what I'm going to do is we can see this description, packaging an app as a client. So the first step is download the UiPath app client sample from GitHub and copy the files to a local directory. So they already have made our work easier by making available all the files that are used to develop an application. It's just that we need to fill in our details and go ahead with that. So once you click on this GitHub link, you will be coming over here, and then you need to click on load, and then you need to download. So now to download it, I have already downloaded it. It is in my C folder. So let me just unzip the files over here. Okay, and extract files. Guys, please do watch this video till the end because this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so I have it with me. Now what is the next step that I need to follow? Modify the sample to meet your needs. Here are some of the key modifications. So make sure you only change what are the changes required and mentioned over here, and you do not change any other thing. Otherwise, you will be getting an error and your app won't be converted into an exe application. Okay. So now what they have told us, we can change the icon. Let's see what is the icon for now. And it's this. So let us keep it by default. You can have your own icon, and it is always preferred to have a square icon. So let's move ahead and see what's the next point. Main.js, we in line 7 we have to change this point to the production URL of app. Now what is production URL? So when I run my this app live application portal over here, you see this is the URL. You can see production and the ID is mentioned. So let me just keep it copied and let me go to my main.js folder. Let me right click and I'm going to open with Notepad. So you see here is my that thing, the URL. So I have to just paste my URL over here. Same over here goes. Okay. So now we have some more changes in this file as well. Let me go back to here. Now Windows parameters, change this parameter to meet the needs of your app. Now these parameters are basically the size and length of your app. We don't require it over here, so we are going to keep it as it is. And you can change all these things if you want title and all that. This is like completely up to us. Let me give it as live application portal. Save. Are there any other changes needed? No, it's not needed. So change these parameters to meet your needs of the app. Okay. We have done that. 18 to 27 is between over here, this lines. Okay, so let me just save this and close the file. Now package.json, we have to change over here. Let's go to the Chrome. What is line 3? This will be used as the exe name of your app. So it's 1, 2, and 3. The display name you can see over here. So here I'm going to write live application portal. Okay, so let me save this and let me just close. Now, are there any changes required? Display name. No, that's it. Now what we have to do is the third step. Open a command prompt and navigate to the directory containing files. So let me go over here. CMD. I'm going to go to my folder cd apps client sample underscore master. Okay. So now after that, what we need to do is we need to run npm install to install the node packages needed to build the app. So what I'm going to just type npm install and that's it. Now it takes some time, so I'm going to pause my video and I will be back again once it is installed. It takes around 5 to 7 minutes depending upon your internet speed and connection. So once it is installed, we will be seeing the further steps. So as you can see on my screen, I have successfully installed it, found 0 vulnerabilities, and it has installed. Okay, so now what we are going to do is second, npm run start. So npm run start. Let's check it again, npm run start. Okay, so this is for testing our application. So it will open an application window for me. Leave application portal. Okay, I by mistakenly typed that semicolon over there, but it's fine. We can. So now you see we were successfully able to build an application file for our portal, and it is looking, I think it is very amazing. Now once I haven't generated the exe file, but this is just for the testing purpose. So let's test it as well. Let me go and fill in my details. Parth Doshi 100. Enter your email ID. Let me enter my email ID. Let me add the date over here. Okay, I have doctor's appointment. Okay, appointment. Let me click on submit. Now my assistant will run the application from here. See, running less than, waiting for execution to start, and we are successfully able to run our UI path app from an application file. And this is very amazing feature, I think, which UiPath has provided in UiPath apps, and there's too much more to explore. This is not the end yet. And see, it is successful. So what I will do is I will go and check my email. Okay, let me just open my Gmail ID over here, which I've entered, because this is what it is going to send me a mail as well, that your leave application has been approved. And we also have the Excel file to be checked. Going to UiPath. In the previous video, I've explained in detail. You see, the last modified date was time was 1:42, and it's 1:42 p.m. right now. Okay, it's getting refreshed, and I have the mail over here. Hello, Parth Doshi, your leave application has been approved. Please do not reply to this mail. It is an automated reply from a bot. So we were successfully able to test it and it is working perfectly fine. Now let me just close this. And the last step to have the application actually installed is to run npm run dist. So let me run that and it will create a folder with that application which I have to install. So here I'm not pausing because this hardly takes some time. So it will download few files. It will create the exe. You see it is packaging. It will create some exe files and then we'll be good to go. This is a very amazing feature that UiPath apps have provided, and I think there will be many more advancements to this. And also there's a feature where we can create an APK for this file. I'm still exploring on that part, but the video on that will be also out soon. So okay, this will also take some time because the file size and the setup size is big. Not more time, but it takes 5 to 7 minutes. So let me just pause the video and get back to you when it is installed. Okay, so now as we can see, the app has been installed and I have it in the folder dist. So let me just go quickly over here, app.and-dist. This is the folder. You see I have one application file over here, and when unpacked there is one more. So I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to execute it. Leave application portal. The application is opening. Let's wait, what screen prompt do we have? And you see we were successfully able to generate the application file here on our desktop. Now again, if I fill details, it is going to work perfectly fine as I know. But here you see, let me just close this, go back to the folder, and you see the file. It is an application file that we have generated on our system itself. Now I can just open this, run it, and my process will get executed as I showed you first. And there's this file as well. So if we run this, so this is the actual application file that is getting installed and which will be available to me on my machine. So that was the file, the testing file which we saw. It was that one. It doesn't require installation. It will directly open, but it will still get executed. Now you see it's available over here like an application. So let me quickly open this and see. And I hope you are finding this particular feature very interesting. Build your own apps, have it on your Windows, nothing to worry about. And you see, here is the application with us. We are successfully able to install. Now anytime when I want to run, I can just add users in the permission panel. Once I add them, I will be able to see them over here, and I'm able to use the application developed using UiPath apps on my system as a client application. So this is not like we can only build a web-based app, but we can also build desktop apps. We can build an APK file which can be used in mobiles as well. So this is a very amazing feature, making it accessible everywhere like a normal app. So I hope you gained very interesting knowledge about a feature, latest feature on UiPath apps, and I will be making many more videos on this, generating the APK, generating more desktop applications, developing a proper desktop applications and all that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like the video if you learned something interesting, and do comment if you have any suggestion or any queries. I will be happy to help you. Thank you.